Hey everyone, and welcome to How to Sound Like Oscar Peterson. Today I'm going to show you a few key things that he does that will really help you sound a lot more like him. The first one is really simple. What he basically does is he takes his left hand and he often uses the root of the 5 chord. In this case we're doing an F blues, so the root of the 5 chord is just going to be C. And he combines that with the note a half step below and basically just does this as he improvises. So that's a little thing that you can do whenever you get to the 5 chord. Do that. The second thing he often does is he actually takes arpeggios and does them really quickly. So for instance, let's say we're on the 4 chords, so blues. In this case it's going to be B flat 7. So he might arpeggiate an F minor triad really quickly up the triad as part of his improvisational line. So that's step number 2. Now, the third thing is more of a general stylistic element of his playing, which is he has a very light touch, a very light bounce to his feel as well. So rather than someone like Keith Jarrett, for instance, holds the notes down a lot more. His feel is actually a lot more straight than Oscar Peterson's. Oscar Peterson's is much more bouncy and light, so. Now, another thing that Oscar Peterson does a lot is he uses a lot of triplet stuff. So when I was doing these arpeggios, those were really triplets. Alright, and he also does stuff like this. Another thing you can do to sound a little bit more like him is use more riffs. So for example, let's say we're on the F blues. And finally, last thing is using block chords, particularly major block chords he uses a lot because he plays a lot of bluesy type stuff. So I know that was a lot of stuff pretty quickly. Obviously I'm not an expert at sounding exactly like Oscar, but do my best, and I think these are some really key elements for mimicking his style and just being able to have a good overall grasp of how he plays and adding that to your jazz vocabulary. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. My blog is jazzpianoconcepts.com, and you can also just contact me on YouTube. So good luck, and I hope this helps.